Hey Sagittarius, this is your February 13th and 14th daily reading. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified of your dailies, weeklies, and monthlies that I put up. Alright, so let's see what is happening for Sagittarius for February 13th and 14th. What is their focus, obstacle, advice, and potential outcome? Please and thank you. Sagittarius, February 13th and 14th. Focus, obstacle, advice, and potential outcome. All right. Alrighty, so you got some major arcana. Again, it's daily reading, so I don't get that it's super huge energy or major life changes, but I do see, kind of big for that day. Also, it might be something that you're working on in the bigger scheme of things, but let's get your nature's message. These cards are still kind of new, so they don't like to shuffle as well. All right, February 13th and 14th for my Sagittarius friends. What message or guidance do you have for Sagittarius for February 13th and 14th? Also, if you like watching the shuffling process, or you would rather have the cards already laid out to save some time in the video, leave a comment and let me know which you prefer, because I can do it either way. So, Sagittarius, February 13th and 14th. Message or guidance for them. Keep your dreams alive. Okay, you can see everything. All right, so your focus for the 13th and the 14th is the Four of Pentacles. So you're focused on long-term security financially. So you're focused on, planning long-term, making investments possibly, setting up a retirement if you haven't already, or just really kind of like saving your money and like putting it into something that will make you more financially stable in the future. An obstacle is the Five of Pentacles, which is interesting. It definitely does make sense why you're focused on long-term security, is because you have the Five of Pentacles and you're feeling like you're left out in the cold. You're feeling like you're not very financially stable. There may have been some kind of financial loss or financial burden that has come up and really set you back. And so you're learning from this, and you definitely don't want to be here again. So you're just trying to figure out how you can create a longer-term financial security, because this is not where you want to be, and you're finding your way out of it. Your advice is judgment. So this whole situation is kind of giving you some clarity of where you are now, how you got here, and where you want to be. And so you have some clarity. You're making some decisions about what you need to do to change things. And if you haven't, that's what you need to be doing. Seeing what you can change. Little bits add up. A penny here, a dime there, it all adds up. And so you're just kind of getting some clarity and, seeing, where you're wasting money, or see what you can kind of live without. so you can get this financial security. And your potential outcome is the Chariot. You will be moving out of the cold, but it's not going to be super fast. Implementing changes, especially in habits and stuff like that, or bad spending habits, it takes time to really get ingrained in you. So you are making steps. I'm not seeing that it's going to be super fast and furious, so to speak. You're going to be kind of like, you're taking it one step. You're going to be taking it one step at a time, like baby steps to get yourself out of this. And the thing is that it's going to seem slow, but really that's what you need to do, because you're just really kind of like creating new habits and getting rid of bad habits, especially spending wise, or, just slowly getting out of this. Because, you are technically out in the cold right now. And so it's going to take you time, it's going to take work, it's going to take time, it's going to take, clarity, and, really seeing what it is you want, seeing what it is that you need, and seeing what it is that you don't really need to spend money on anymore. Yes, this whole reading is very, very financial, so money is really on your head for the 13th and 14th. Your angel card, or your nature's whisper card, is keep your dreams alive. This may be a slow process, but you have dreams, and keep them alive. Keep tending to them, even though it's slow progress. Even though it's slower progress than you would like right now, you're going to gain momentum. It's going to start off as little tiny steps. Runners, they don't just start running, marathons, overnight. They start training and working towards it. And that's really what you're going to be doing. And that's what this card is saying. Figure out what your end goal is. Figure out what you're wanting, and take the, steps and the training that you need, or learn the things you need to learn to get it there. Nourish and grow your dreams to keep them alive. Just because they're not happening overnight doesn't mean that they aren't going to happen, and they aren't going to grow if you tend to them and nurture them. And since this is very financial, I am going to pull from this, let me see what the name is. It's Money and the Law of Attraction cards, and it's just kind of like a little affirmation card. So when I see that a reading is definitely mainly financial, I like to pull, from another card, from another deck that's a little bit more specific to the situation. All right, but these cards are very new, so and very sticky. But here, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. All right. I will praise success wherever I see it. And that's kind of going back to, growing it. Make sure to congratulate yourself and celebrate the small victories. If you pay off a credit card, or you pay off a bill, or you pay off a debt or something, even if it's a tiny debt and you have lots of other debts, celebrate that you have one of them paid off, because you're one step closer. All right, so this is the front. It says, I will praise success wherever I see it. And then the little spiel on the back says, when you find yourself critical of the way anyone has attracted or is using money, you are pushing money away from you. But when you realize that what others do with money has nothing to do with you, and that your primary work is to think and speak and do what feels good to you, then you will be in alignment, not only about the subject of money, but about every important subject in your physical experience. So really, another way of looking at this card is, don't look at what other people have. They had their own journey to get to it, even if it seems like they were just kind of given it, when you're going through a hard time. just keep a positive mindset, celebrate others' success, because that really does draw success to you, even though it may not seem that way. And it's not always easy to do. Trust me, I get it. We are human, but just try and keep a positive mindset and you will get through this, Sagittarius, little by little, but you will get there. Slow and steady will win the race for you. All right, Sagittarius, that's your February 13th and 14th. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.